Hello, welcome back to the next YouTube video. Today we're going to be moving on to the next topic, which is market research 1.1.2 of meeting customer needs. And yeah, I'm going to try to get through as quick as I can and give you the information that you need. So let's get into it. Be sure to like and subscribe. Now, before we get into market research, there's two things I just want to go over. One of them is called market orientated and product orientated. So what do they mean? If a business is product orientated, this is when a business makes production and marketing decisions. It focuses most heavily on the design, quality, and performance of its products rather than what the consumers actually want. For example, Apple, they always come up with new innovative products, such as a new product, new feature on the iPhone. They're not necessarily thinking about what the customers want, they're just thinking what they may like, etc. It is more risky, but usually you could charge higher prices, especially if it's something new and not been targeted, like a niche market. You could check out my past video about that. Then the other type of ways businesses operate is through market orientated. So a business focuses most heavily on selling products that match consumer preferences rather than design, quality, and performance. For example, Starbucks, they're producing the coffees that people want, and it's usually less risky. And it mainly depends on how established your business is and how loyal your customers are. For example, Apple, the customers are very loyal, and the people at Apple know that customers will be willing to buy their products no matter what they do. As you see, they charge high prices, and sometimes, if we're being honest, like an extra camera lens isn't really that important. But I just wanted to go through those two first. But now we'll move on to like what market research is, different types, etc., etc. So let's get into it. So what is market research? It's just a collection and analysis of market information. This could be anything to do with your competitors, what your customers want, who your customers are, etc. And I have some benefits there. So one benefit is you can identify customer needs and wants. And I've highlighted those two in red because there's a difference. A want is something like a luxury, maybe the newest pairs of shoes, a new phone, a new PS4, something like that, or PS5 I should say. A need is like a necessity, like your milk, your bread, your butter, stuff that you need to buy. The reason why that's important because later on there'll be like different pricing strategies for that, which we'll go into, and there's other stuff to think about, but that'll be in later videos. Also, you can identify your competitors. This can help you make decisions, see what maybe competitors are doing, how you could do stuff better. Another important reason why people carry out market research is monitor legislation, so laws, making sure that you're doing things correctly. And I put at the bottom, it could lead stuff like that could lead to more sales, more profits, more market share, like reduced mistakes such as like going against the law. We'll go into more evaluative things once I get all the videos and AO1 content out of the way. Now there are two types. There's primary research, which is when a business gathers new data themselves, and you could do this through surveys, questionnaires, interviews, which I'm assuming you probably already know. Observations include just watching participants use the product and see how they react to it. A focus group is when a group of individuals will discuss their opinions on a product, so therefore the business can see how consumers think about the product, stuff they can maybe offer as a way to improve, etc. Now the pros and cons of primary research. So it's more suited to your needs. By this I mean it answers the questions you're looking for. So you may want to know something but you can't find it on the internet, whereas if you carry the research out yourself, you find out what the answer is. In addition, competitors do not have access to it, so you keep it for yourself and use it to your own advantage. However, it can be expensive and time consuming, such as carrying it out, finding people, paying people to take part in observations and focus groups. The second type of research is secondary research, which is basically the opposite, collecting data already available, and you could do this through the internet, reliable sources such as Statista, books, government reports, looking at other your competitors' reports, like when they publish their accounts, which we'll go into in the future as well. The pros and cons again are the opposite. It's quick, cheap, and easy to collect. However, it may be unreliable. For example, some websites just aren't reliable, such as Wikipedia. You can change stuff on there. Also, competitors can use it to their advantage as well, as everyone has access to it. Also, I didn't see there. It doesn't answer your question. You may want to know a certain number of sales or something, or a certain answer, but you can't find it. So yeah, that's market research and different types. Now let's move on next to the next part of the video. Okay, so the last part of the video is about how technology can be used for market research. So You can use the company's website. You can look at your business website and see what times of the day or the year the firm's website has the most traffic. As a result, you may want to advertise more then to maybe increase your sales, which will lead to more profits. You can also check what products customers buy the most. This will give you an indication of maybe to output more of a certain product, which just means produce more of a product that can lead to more sales as well. Also, a disadvantage now is that you may see customers visit their website but not buy any products, and it doesn't tell you the firm why or why this is happening. So the business may not know what the problem is or ways to improve. Another website a business can use for market research is their competitors. They can compare the prices of products. They can see how they're going to come up with a pricing strategy, which we'll look into in the future. In addition to that, you can compare the actual products themselves, see if your business may need to add a new feature, or see if your competitors have a feature that's maybe better than yours and you need to think of ways to overcome that. Businesses can use social network as well as a way to market research. For example, looking at popular trends, stuff that's trending right now, they can take advantage of in the short term. It's an opportunity and they can make more sales from it. In addition, they can post content and monitor the responses they get. So they can maybe post an Instagram story which has like a voting poll, see if customers want a certain product, what their views are on something. Some social media sites use analytic tools that tell you information about the demographic of your following. So maybe the age or the gender of your following that maybe indicates what your target market is and who your customers are. However, different age groups may use different social media networks, so sometimes it's hard to target all set of customers. For example, a lot of older people may use Facebook, whereas some younger people nowadays use Instagram and Snapchat. So if you're advertising to one another, you're maybe missing out on a certain set of customers. Now moving on, just at the end, we have market segmentation. This means dividing the market into a group of buyers that share a specific characteristic and have specific needs to be met. So this could be a niche market, which I went into the previous video, which I would suggest you watch as is good. And there are a few ways to segment a market. So demographic, which means age or gender, geographic, cities, countries, continents, income, low or high incomes, and then behavior such as lifestyle and hobbies. Now that's the end of the video. I try to get everything done easily for you so I don't waste your time. All I ask for is you could just like and subscribe to the video. This is for A-level content, but also it can be applied if you're someone who's not even a student in school and trying to run your business. You can learn the basics from it. Hopefully it was good, and the sound and everything as well. It's easy to understand. I put all the information there just so you can maybe make notes yourself and then revise later on. But apart from that, I'll be grateful if you just like and subscribe, and have a good day. Thank you.